Alright, hey, good morning. This is a trip that Griff and I took offshore here a few days ago. It's basically the first day that I thought the wind would not be blowing. It's been blowing like crazy here for weeks. We haven't been able to get offshore, so we thought we had a good window there, so we ran offshore. But really, the big deal is here is just this last week, the South Atlantic Marine Fisheries Commission met, and they're talking about a 1-day or a 0-day snapper season for us here in the South Atlantic coast, which is ridiculous. So I don't know what the story is, why they can't let us fish for these red snapper and keep 1 or 2, or even give us a season. And you'll see in this video, and I didn't record all the snapper we caught. It was just monotonous. But every time we dropped down a live bait, we weren't targeting snapper, of course. They would get instantly hammered by a red snapper. And then I also complained a little bit. You know, I don't know who can help us out with this. I don't know if our governor, Ron DeSantis, can do something. I know he's pretty proud of what he's done for the Gulf Coast. He made an announcement a few months ago, gave them extra days to fish. And I just can't believe there's that much more red snapper on the Gulf Coast of Florida than there is in the Atlantic coast when you cannot get away from them. We ran out to almost 100 feet, 25 miles offshore this day, came all the way into right about 9 miles offshore out of Mayport, and could not get away from them. All really nice sized fish too. So anyhow, if you got time, watch the video.
That's what I get for trying to put my sunglasses on.
Tie it up in a big knot. All right. Welcome back to our fishing channel here. We are about 25 miles out of Mayport, Jacksonville, Florida, and we have got us some live baits here. Griffin's fixing. I'm sorry about how dirty my boat is. Griffin's fixing to drop down. This will be his 3rd drop. Had a bite. Obviously, we didn't catch it. Otherwise, you'd be seeing that fish right now if it was a good fish. But we were able to sabiki up a decent amount of minnows here at about the 15-mile mark offshore. I'll call it middle grounds for you locals, just in case anybody comes out here in the next few days. They can know where they can catch some sardines. But that's it. We have not been the luckiest fishermen in the world here the last 4 or 5 trips. We caught a few fish, but nothing worth making a video on. So I'm hoping today we can actually make a video. So if you look here, my bottom finder is fired up. What you got going on? Got hit again already? Oh, no. Well, that's it. So I'm gonna put on a live bait myself. I put down a butterfly jig and got hit instantaneously. And got a few good cranks on it, and it spit the hook. And then I had a couple more bites, so I'm giving up on that for now. We've only been here, what, 3 minutes? And put down a live bait, see what happens. There we go. All right, what you got there, Griff? Get it up, reel. You got a reel, dude. Up, pull up slow and reel down. There you go. Get those short cranks on it. Get those cranks on it, buddy. Take and drag. Take and drag? No way. That'll take a lot of drag now, isn't it? All right, see if you can gain on it. Come on. This is what we came for. Just some rod bit. We haven't been offshore in forever and ever. It's a little breezy. I'm hoping that wind's gonna lay down. But we had a great ride out. 30 miles an hour, just a nice, easy, rolling over some pretty large swells. I know the GoPro won't show it, how big the swells are out here, but there's a really good ground swell coming in. We got an offshore wind right now, out of the northwest. That fish is taking you over to the corner, man. Let's see what we got here. Don't be big and red, be something beautiful. And brown. Can't see it yet. What do we have? Water is clear, but it's not super clear. We'll say that. It There it is, we can see it. It looks like a red snapper, I'm thinking.
That's my baby.
Just a really nice red snapper. I have a feeling we're gonna see a lot of that if you fish off this coast here. There's a lot of these beauties around here, so we'll get that guy off. We got our descending device already ready to go. He needs to tie a new leader. He's got a knot in his leader, and we'll get back to you when we get something real good. All right, live bait to the bottom. Let's see what happens. Wind is picking up, man. Not supposed to. All right, on the bottom. Probably won't take long. Taking out drag on me too, huh?
What, the U.S. Senator?
Yeah,
well, I got a good fish.
Let's see here. Kind of swimming up current a little bit. Something big and brown, that's what we're after. First-class nurse sharks. Let's see here. Could be red. Could be red. Another pretty red snapper. I think the one Griffin had. Pretty close. Alright. Bummer. Alright, here's the deal. It looks like nothing but giant red snapper underneath this for the most part. So I'm swapping to a chicken rig here. 2 little pieces of squid. See if we can't find some stringer fish here before we leave, and try to find something better than double-digit red snapper. They also need probably like 8 to 14 pounds maybe. I don't know. Pretty good fish. Wish we could have found them during snapper season. I probably just didn't go out far enough for snapper season. But it was rough for our 2 days that we get here. If anybody knows Ron DeSantis, let him know. We need more days snapper fishing. If we get that done, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm already getting hit. I can't get my little thing in gear. All right, a lot of taps right there. There's something. Don't be a little snapper, or be a nice beeliner. Let's see what we get here. Beeliner's got to be 12 inches long here on the Atlantic. So I just put one in, and of course I've got the camera on. I catch red snapper. Curse of the camera, curse of the GoPro, and trying to do a YouTube channel. For us at least. All right, keep trying. See, I don't turn the GoPro on, and I catch a nice beeliner. That's probably a 13-inch beeliner there, maybe bigger. It's a good one. Going on ice. But he just stole my butterfly jig, dropped it down, and it's hooked up. I hope it's something different. Something we can put on ice. A little Almaco or something, I don't know. Got over here. What is that? Yep, I figured it was some kind of jack. That is an Almaco, isn't it? Cool. Little change of scenery. All right, let's get him in. We've got 2 fish on. I don't know if that camera came on. It looks like it's on, but Griffin's over here got 2 rods going on here. His flat line just went off. We have a live cigar minnow on that. Sardine, I'm sorry, live sardine, Spanish sardine. And then he was bottom fishing here, and I got a rod over there.
I wasn't even on the mountain. I was just straight on.
Oh, you were? Yeah, we need 2 cobia.
I know they're both.
Yeah, they're both probably really nice red snappers. That's what happens when you come offshore all the time. You just get, I don't know what you call it, pessimistic about anything that bends a rod real hard. You're just like, it's a red snapper, it's a red snapper. Beautiful fish, awesome to eat. You're not allowed to keep them. They're everywhere out here. And if you've ever watched an offshore video of anybody that fishes off the southeast coast of this country here, you hear the same thing. What a complete hogwash it is. Did you go on the bottom? Can't see mine yet. I feel like I've gained a lot on them. I see yours. It ain't a cobia, unfortunately. red snapper on the flat line. Came up off the bottom. It's a massive, beautiful red snapper. He's got over there. And I probably got the same thing here.
No more flat line.
Yeah. Look at these snapper here. I'm gonna take this off and. All right, look at that. Ron DeSantis, you can't help out with that. It's ridiculous. It's to come offshore and catch these nonstop and not be able to keep them. I know I won't post this, but man, Ron DeSantis, if you could do something to help us out over here. Look at that. This is ridiculous. All right, we're at our next stop here. Griffin stole my rod for the first drop here. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down the chicken rig again. Oh, he's already hooked up? What do you got? Another Almaco?
Little red snapper.
Little red. Another giant mark here. Trigger or something crazy. Oh, good beeliner. How about that? Open. There you go. You never know what's gonna hit them jigs. That's nice. All right, he makes it. Let's see what happens on my first drop. I'm even afraid, David. We got these beautiful live baits. I don't know if you can see me. We got these beautiful live baits. I'm afraid to drop them down because I don't want to catch another 10-pound, 12-pound snapper. We'll drop them down now. See what happens here. I'm already getting hit, I think. Yep, I'm already tapping. I'm getting hit. Oh, God. Still got any bait left. That one easily makes 12 inches. I'm getting hit before I hit the bottom. Might have got my bait there. All right, I'll bait up again. I gooned it. Alright, we're making another move. We're running about a little over 2.5 miles to another spot. West wind's starting to stack up a little bit here too. All we got are 3 stringer fish. Caught plenty of big old red snapper. Alright, see you when we get there. I got a chicken rig here with a couple of small pieces of cut squid, just teeny little pieces here. And Griffin's got something over there on the butterfly jig. Not looking too big. So I'm not going down very far at all. He caught a grunt. Look at that. Oh my God, that is not a beeliner. Oh my God. I think I just had a cobia.
Alright. Okay. Sure. Show you how to do it.
I should have loosened up my drag. Dang it. Look at that right there. See that cobia right there, Griffin, on the marker? Bottom finder? Dang it. All right, we're gonna head in closer. That wind has picked up, and of course the cameras never show how rough it is, but it's white capping, it's real close together. Pretty tight, so we're gonna be running probably pretty much right into it. Gonna try to get about 5 or 6 miles in, closer to shore, see if we can lay down a little bit for us. And all we're doing is really just killing giant red snapper. And I don't mean killing them, but catching big giant red snapper. And it's just a waste of time with all our portable baits. So we're gonna try to maybe find some live bottom. Maybe we can't find some black sea bass. Our cooler's not empty. We're not skunked. We got a few stringer fish in there. So, all right, here comes a real fun ride into that mess. We'll have that bow trimmed way down for this. Look at that. Alright, here we go. Alright, for those who ever wonder how this boat rides in kind of a nice 2 to 3 really close together wind chop, this is about how it does. We ran, averaged probably about 20 miles an hour for the first maybe 10 miles. It was real tight. And it wasn't an uncomfortable ride, just got pretty wet. That crosswind kind of taking the sea from the starboard bow there. Never feel unsafe in this boat, but as you can see right there, it can be a little wet when you're in this kind of conditions. this off. I think I got it cleaned. Who knows? Let me try again. But we have moved in way inshore. It was just too rough out there. That ride in was wet and cold and not fun. So we're much closer to shore. You can see land here. Probably not with the camera. Did you already get bit?
Yeah.
So we're on a little ledgy area in about 60, a little over 60 feet of water. So let's see what happens here. We're gonna take our live bait to start putting them down and see what happens. And second bait down, he's hooked up something big. Go figure. Give me a bait down. Probably another giant snapper, but you never know. Never do that again. Some head shakes.
We only got to fight them like 40 less feet.
What you got there? Big red snapper again?
Crap. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
That's huge. We were hoping we would go down here and get away from these big snapper. Not so much. So we're at Brown River water. The snapper are still here. That's a really good one too. Another real nice fish. All right, we got to get that off. All right, so we're calling it a day. I think we're about 10 miles out, maybe 11 out of Mayport, but ocean is nice here where we're at. Kind of disappointed. Nothing but really snapper everywhere, and that stinks. It'd be great if we were snapper season or we're allowed to keep a couple snapper. We'd have some really serious delays, but I just show you what we got here. We probably could have stayed out there in the rough water and limited out on the beeliners, but what have we ever got there? Maybe 5 to 6 beeliners, I guess, and this one Almaco. So we're not going home skunked. So anyhow, I guess that's it. If you made it to the end of this video, which hopefully I have enough for a video, thanks for watching.